Because I don't give a fuck about that shit, alright? Go. What you trying to do? I don't have for this shit. Go tell me what you want to do. Step away. Go. Tell me what you want to do. Get out of here. Go. Walk. Walk over there, sir. Just relax. I don't give a fuck about y'all. That's fine. You think I have time for this shit right now? You think I have time for this shit right now? What's up? What are you gonna tell me? No, you're gonna get the fuck on my face. What are you gonna do? You're gonna arrest me? You're gonna go to jail. I'm going to jail? Yeah? Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? I'm gonna go to jail? That's all you can do. You take off your badge, I promise you'll put you in your place, sir. That's fine. Walk over there. Look, I'm gonna stay right here. Okay. I'm good. All right.
Okay, 34 center, second yellow.
It's not you. Not you. All right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll calm down.
Okay, I appreciate it. You're just trying to make
Man,
things okay.
knowing that I gotta deal with every fucking day. I'm about to load up my dog.
People out here are going through a whole lot of stuff.
How did this start today?
Oh, man.
And if you can't maintain a form of discipline, okay, while wearing a costume, I always call it a costume. Even when I was in the Navy, I called it a costume. I said, I can't wait to become a Legionnaire and wear that costume. I was nurtured that way. That's how I see it, as a costume. But there are clowns in costumes too, other than good individuals. All right. So the same when I get up, I get down, I smell things, right? That's why I burn sage and my cigar, and lavender and shit like that. It's not just for calmness, because I'm not taking that medication again. It's just not going to happen. It really did its number on me. And the repairing process it's not only just a word and a thought process. Y'all use the term magic. Y'all know I say magique, but that's flagrant. That's a flag on the line. You're supposed to hold yourself to a professional level. Majority of these cops aren't professional. They don't know the first thing about it. You'd be surprised at how many people I've heard from other people say some people became cops because they wanted to be in the fracas. They wanted to still be at war. How dare anybody put on a costume on the land they say they're born on, convinced? Because it was never the people against the police. The police made it against the people. It started against my people first. The Mexicans, the Chinese, and the government has just because they say federal, the sheriffs know a constitution. If the federal government doesn't operate with the constitution, then the sheriff is none and void. Y'all don't know this part. U.S. Marshals, same thing. As far as dealing with commerce and operations, as far as to make sure that you're safe in your travels. They don't even know that. And these police out here are supposed to make sure that you are protected from the commerce and the operation of daily vehicles for fiat. And if something goes down, to partake and to make sure that your safety. And then when the this is how it works. When the so-called Supreme Court said that the police in certain states don't have to serve and protect, you people can take up arms again. You can legally, that's why I put it up there, you can legally arrest them. That's why they lowered it down to where you have a GED. Immigrants can become police officers. You look at all the so-called Hindus, North Ethiopians, and nobody will see it for what it is. You know why? Because they knew that y'all are all dumb. Well, a lot of them are too. But one's conditioned and told, y'all need to be told what to do. So they're told that they can do this and another. And they're going to act upon it. I watch a lot of platforms where cops carrying on in the beginning, and some of them might have THI, traumatic head injury, or some of them might be from the war. There are a lot of veterans who went to war who didn't become cops, okay? You have a lot of racism that is being reinverted by black supremacists. Y'all know that? Teachers, dreadlocks, this, that, and other, teaching African-American studies, bullshit studies, and teaching the hate again. Lying about you, who you are, and some of them ignorant, some of them aren't. Racism never went anywhere. It's been a staple like Christianity on this soil. I know why, because I have a couple light-skinned friends that say, Red, calm down. They watch the channel. I love y'all. I know y'all gonna watch it. Calm down. You're safe. What the fuck? Because they know I'm indigenous to this motherfucker. They know I hate these terms. Or of origin here. German, da-da-da. Some of them, a lot of them hate Jews. I don't. I have a good relationship with the converted Jews all the time. Zionism is what I hate, because they lie, and it started with Christianity. It didn't start with Judaism. It's a perversion. And because people run around ignorant, and the majority of people came in the 1920s and 40s. I don't care how you feel, and even up to the 50s and 60s. Even by way of proclamation of joining the Vietnam War. Wanting to still being a Frenchman. Yes, y'all just don't know this. Want to get paid back because of what happened to their uncles over there and stuff like that. Murdered, no bodies, nothing like that. New Zealanders. Oh, yeah. Okay. And we have this absurdity running around where the DOD and the DOJ and all of them know that racists are in these movements called ICE. That is an incorporation of many different federal agencies that they've been setting up and establishing. Even the IRS is performing out, all right? But because they know that y'all won't come together except for in certain states, and they're being very careful, except they have a handful who fuck up on the usual. I am not the unifier of people. But when that monkey had the nerve to be standing right next to me, well, a car space over, showing a little respect, but negligent, I was putting my stuff up and getting ready to walk over there. That's why I tied my shoelaces to walk over there and snatch his ass. I wasn't going to say a goddamn thing. I'm going to show him what real strength's like. It doesn't matter after that, because see, I can smell. When I say I can smell, it's not a made-up thing. It can't be cut out and divvied up and studied. It's deeper than that. Like every time I see the little movements and stuff like that, things that I'm aware of, there are times when I'll look over there and I'll be like a shimmer, and I'll be like, and I say, show yourself. Whatever I learned in Edinburgh, Scotland, wherever I learned in Yorkshire and England, whatever the fuck, wherever I learned underground New York, wherever the fuck I learned in, with certain individuals in Florida, fucking certain China, whatever the fuck I've learned, all right, is what the fuck I've learned. By those who believe in the learned experience. That's what I consider it. I'm not here to stop nothing. I'm gonna talk about bad motherfuckers, because even though I'm not a good guy, I'm not the bad guy either. And if you got a problem, speak your fucking piece. Walk up. I've had it happen. And speak to you inside y'all. I saw one of YouTube channels, I had a guy come up, and I said, and this will help you out. I said, you're an officer? Because I know a whole lot of them. And they did the background. They tried to find out all they could. Anyway, I know what your grandpa, I was like, and? You said to me about you saw my channel. And what about it? Are you emotionally equipped to be able to deal with it? Or are you on the side that I'm talking about? You have a good day, sir. You too. Because see, my thing is the protection of women and children. And I know who's abusive, the most perverted. Okay? And in that, if you are the escalator, and I know it's hard sometimes when you're dealing with somebody who's all because if I had on the uniform and the badge and I'm dealing with a person, I'm gonna be like, I get to a certain point because I'm not emotionally unstable. My man, look, if you want me to listen to you, I'm gonna listen to you. Otherwise, I'm gonna walk away and somebody's gonna come along with a badge and uniform who's gonna fucking tie you up. I know how to remove myself, even if I shouldn't, even in write-up. Look, I stand on certain principles and this, that, and the other. And if you want to take my badge and put the gun on the counter, so be it. But I'm not going to tolerate that goofy shit there. Not everyone could do that. The thing is to stay and do with the procedures and policies that still incorporate the fundamental basis if you know psychology, if you know sociology, the demography, if you don't know that, what the fuck are you doing out there with a badge and costume? If you are in the medical field and you know how to deal with it, like fire department, EMS and stuff, not all police are, you know, tourniquets and all that shit. So what? CPR, what the fuck they got to do with the mental aspect when you got people who got jabs, flu shots, everything that's poison, bodies are rampant with fucking all kind of parasites, even in you, and then you sitting there thinking because the uniform is it's a frame of thought. These individuals are in relationships where sometimes they shouldn't be in those relationships. They don't know that. Hell, some of you don't know it. But you want to sit there because you sit in a party where it's like minds. That's gang mentality. And there's a handful who are selective who are not part of that stupidity, calling it what the fuck it is. But I'll snatch a motherfucker. Don't get it twisted. Snatch, if you a threat to me, I will snatch you. I'm no threat to nobody. You will not sit there and see, y'all think by silence you not being threatening. Movement alone is more threatening than words, because words I can look at you like, okay, well, put on the gloves then, bitch. You put on the fingerless or whatever the fuck, wrap your hands. I don't give a fuck. You can work out for the next 6 months, hitting the heavy bag, the 400 pounds, the water, the blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. That's mutual combat. You know, Texas, I figure with the states where you can have that. When I was studying law, I used to know all that shit, but it's unimportant to me. Don't be a threat to me and your little minuscule fucking demeanor of perversion. Because see, what gives me more strength isn't the fact knowing that you're perverse, that you're emotionally unstable, that I rent a space, and that I occupy. I don't care to. I have a story to tell. It's the most important thing in the world. And there's a very few people where balance is required. If you are unbalanced and you don't give a fuck, you don't believe, I don't give a fuck. If you don't care, I don't give a fuck. But if you're going to sit there and you're going to come around me with that Hollywood bullshit, if I find you a threat, I'm going to snatch. I'm going to snatch you faster than you know what snatch the fuck is. God, I watch videos where I watch a motherfucker do pain compliance, which is bullshit. That's some Zionist shit. And I watch them when they intentionally break an arm, when they dislocate a shoulder, Samoan bone breaking, very well known about it. And I watch the people who are docile, who allow it, thinking that they're going to be all right. I feel the slightest pressure. I know it. Anyway, look, the thing is, there are people who studied under me, who know what I'm talking about. There are people who apply shit. Anyone can talk to me. I'm not hiding. All my little maps and shit's turned on. I got 3 AirPods I can throw in here and I can set it up. If you want me to come down to you and set it up for you and say, hey, look, so you can see where I'm at. But see, we're not going to do that. When I say untouchable, don't mean that I can't be touched. Untouchable, go talk to some monkey in a high position in the fucking Vatican. They know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. But see, y'all have this principle of delegation, this chain of stupid command. Because you motherfuckers don't know how to think. Don't do that shit again. That's all the fuck I'm gonna say. I said earlier, my dreams over 40 years ain't gonna change. Me being quiet and people knowing that I had the dreams fucked me up. You know what it's like to sit in front of a 90-year-old Masonic woman in Edinburgh, Scotland, and you ain't never said nothing to nobody that know her. And she turned around and says, oh, I know about your dreams. What dreams? And this is the second after I fucking got through those 12 rows. Them shots, goddamn. Big ass titties. Anyway, right? And she laid out my dream perfectly. Now the 85, they said the 85 was like, the 87 didn't have a clue. He just was whatever he was supposed to do. So if you want to sit there in your little, half of you weren't even fucking born or running around in fucking shitty diapers. Some of you were a little old enough, and maybe a little older. Mind your fucking manners. I'm gonna tell a story. I'm gonna tell a story when I'm ready to tell the story. Don't do it again. I don't give a fuck because I know where you're all at. I know that's why I have motherfucking agents back and forth between California, here, New Mexico, and this and another. Do your thing. Do what you're doing. And when I tell the story, then you all be sitting there like a fucking dog got caught chewing on his master's shoe. Stupid. Anyway, I got to go ahead and change my B12 vitamin because I got the cycloblephalin, whatever the fuck. Got to get the Michael, whatever the fuck it's called. All right, I got to change it because I don't want the synthetic form. I want more of a plant-based variety. I know I need to eat more red meat, but all right. XV, what's up? Corey Travers, what would you do if you went to snatch and you got snatched? I don't know. Why don't you come and stand by me and let me go and snatch me? Let's find out. That sounds like a dumbass police question. I don't see all police because it ain't. Why don't you come over by me, let me smell, and let me snatch you? I don't think you know what snatch means. I see. This is what tells me who you are because you think it's physical, do you? Me coming around, you think it's about this. Stupid motherfucker. That's some really dumb motherfuckers. And you ain't built like that, punk. Trust me. You was not built like that, punk. You ain't built like that, punk. Trust me. He's one of them outboard motherfuckers that think something because you got motherfuckers who are docile and lay down to you, bitch. Come around and find the fuck out. Try that authoritative, like you professional, bitch. You ain't even a fucking 27-story building nor working in a closed environment. Come around me and find out, bitch. If you talking about physical, you try and snatch me first, and I'll show you what that snatch you thinking about is like. Punk ass motherfucker. I hate punks. I don't hate you. You help itches. Allow me to scratch them. Yes, you can drink green tea if you steep the water over 20 something minutes. Steep the tea in water for 20 something minutes. All right? Yeah, you won't say nothing else. Matter of fact, let me screenshot that. Thank you for your obligation of stupidity. Anyway, let me shut it down. I appreciate y'all. I don't advocate violence. I'm totally against it, but I made sure to teach women and children. Some of them have fought off relatives and being snatched up by certain individuals. I respect all walks of life. It doesn't matter what or who. Even the cows that I've slaughtered, or whatever else I might have. Rabbits, everything. Don't get it fucked up. Stay in your fucking lane. I'm not here to stop nothing. But I'm gonna speak on some shit. Ain't nobody stopping nothing, I say. Not stopping a goddamn thing. And that story, it'll fuck these little weak ass fake witches up too. They really are some cowards. They just sell themselves to try and live longer and still end up looking like shit. And I'm looking at two of them. I don't have to smell them either. I just know I see it. They don't even have what you call dragging off of them. You know when you look at people and you see their essence dragging behind them? Well, you don't know, do you? I think I've talked about this before. The children and the animals is beautiful with it. It's so long and it's so mosaic. I could tell who's on steroids and TRT. Your shit is like fucking fidgety, broken, fucking weird shit. But them, ain't nothing coming off of them. Yeah, that way. Appreciate y'all. See y'all here in a little bit.